He got an aeronautical engineering degree and started working in the aeronautical engineering industry. One of the first places he worked was Hiller Aircraft. And Hiller was a helicopter company. They made little helicopters, but they also made little tiny helicopters, personal motation devices, and a few other things, developing for the Army. And one of the things they were working on at the time was the X-18 vertical takeoff and landing prototype. It was basically the predecessor to the B-22 Osprey, which we have flying around now. But it was a tilt wing aircraft that would take off vertically and then change forward and fly off like an airplane. So it could land vertically like a helicopter and then fly like an airplane. Pretty advanced technology for the time. That platform never went very far, but they certainly did a lot of experimentation, learned a lot from it. And one of the predecessors to that aircraft was the Pogo, which was an aircraft that had propellers in the front like a regular fighter airplane, and it had contra-rotating propellers, and so it would land straight up. And so it would take off vertically like a helicopter and then would tip forward, and the whole plane would tip forward and you'd fly like an airplane. And the thing didn't work very good because to land it you would come in and then try to come up in vertical. Of course, by then you're like about 15,000 feet, and then you got to back down onto the ground. So it never really worked very well. But they were using some of the aeronautics because the transition from helicopter flight to airplane flight was somewhat tricky. And so they had developed some of that for the Pogo, and so they were taking some of the parts out of it and using it in the X-18. And he said one of his friends was in the cockpit trying to get some of these modules out. The thing was stored horizontally so they could get into the cockpit. And they said there was this lever in the way, and so he went to pull this lever out of the way, and apparently it was the ejection seat handle, and they hadn't disarmed it. And so it shot this guy up into the overhead of the hangar, hit the top of the hangar, came flying down onto the wing, and apparently busted up, a couple of broken bones and stuff like that.